we're starting to see an awful lot of applications of AI technologies in the programmatic space. In terms of advertising, we're starting to see an awful lot of applications of AI technologies in terms of decisions around content delivery in the digital space. But increasingly, as TV and digital have now essentially converged already, especially from the consumer's perspective, the next step very much is to bring that to mass broadcast video. So whether that be in terms of, there's a whole bunch of things in terms of the optimization of delivery on the back end, which the consumer won't see, but making, just fitting in broadcast quality content into broadband pipes through to curation algorithms that will enable you to, far more effectively just sit down in front of your TV set, and your TV set knows exactly what you want to watch, whether that be, say, your brother-in-law's YouTube videos of the family vacation recently, or a very specialist niche bit of content from a group on Facebook that you've been seeing, or it might be the big new cop show on NBC.
So tell us what artificial intelligence means to you as a marketer, and I don't know if that term is sort of thrown around. There's a lot of smart devices, certainly, coming from Amazon and Google and so on. So what does it all mean?
Yeah, I think very much this year at CES, it's the term that I think is going to be abused a lot. AI has been with us for 50 years. I'm a bit of a student of that area, and it's had a lot of false dawns over that period, but very much in the last 5 years with the advent of big data, machine learning and cheap sensors, we've really made a lot of progress there. But this year what we're starting to see, it's the buzz term. I saw an AI toothbrush, for example, being launched here. There's just a toothbrush that's got a few smart algorithms. I don't think we can characterise it as AI. I think AI is a very much misunderstood and hard to define term. It's not one thing, it's a host of different technologies and approaches that solve a host of different problems. Just as human intelligence is not one thing, it's the ability to solve a bunch of different problems in a creative way. We're doing that with technology in an artificial way, and therefore we're now learning those new capabilities being applied to different marketing problems, whether that be identify any given consumer's specific needs and the message we should speak to them, identifying a niche audience, identifying changes in behaviour, identifying what data points relate to a specific audience. That might be weather data, that might be political beliefs, that might be your ethnicity, it could be a whole host of different things. AI allows us to scan through the data that's there and identify those previously hidden patterns.
So, identifying AI as you've just done, what is the timeline? What is the rollout? What is sort of your thoughts about when this would become pervasive? We spoke to people at IBM and they say that you should look at AI as a media platform. I don't know if you see it as a media platform quite yet or as an early media platform, but what's your long-term view?
The long-term view is very sci-fi and potentially quite scary for us, but that's we'll cross those bridges when we come to it. I say what we have now is a practical solution that can deliver value to brands, whether that be identification of niche audiences, identification of the right messages for those right audiences, automating service delivery. So whether that be call centres, we can do the 80% pretty well already. Those 80% of things that are pretty common, changing your address for a gas supplier, that can be done with an AI very easily. It's the last 20% that's more difficult. Just trying to understand, but increasingly what's happening is we're building a cognitive technology stack. So that's the basis of that is the huge pool of data that's out there, and that's already out there. Another part of it is the huge number of sensors that are out there. We've then got APIs that organise that data and channel it to the right place. We've got bots that enable us to be an interface with those things. That might be a chat bot, so I can talk to that technology as I'm talking to you. And those language interfaces are getting more advanced. They couldn't understand a conversation like this at the moment. They can only understand a series of instructions, but we're not too far from understanding those things. And then a whole load of other kind of abstractions that go beyond that into the scary world of intelligence that we don't understand. And that's a fascinating area where suddenly we're taken out of the mix.